Hello my dear AI enthusiasts! In this video I want to deep dive on image-to-image tab in Stable Diffusion. What is this tab is useful for? There are several use cases and some of them you might already seen in my previous videos in this playlist. If not, then you can check them out in the link in top of the video or below in the description. So, what are these use cases? The first one, and probably the most common one, is when you already generated an image in text-to-image window and then you are not happy with results, you would like to change something, add details, or maybe improve the quality and make it in higher resolution. So, image-to-image can do all of that. The next use case is if you have an image and you would like to recreate a certain aspect of it, a new generated image. And this aspect can be position of the characters or lighting and the colors, certain style, or probably the opposite. You have a photo that you want to style in a certain way, and image-to-image can do this as well. And the last case I want to cover in this video is Inpaint and outpaint. I will talk about these two together because they are quite similar. The only difference is that you use Inpaint if you want to change the part of the image inside the image. For example, you want to generate a new face for your character, or you want to remove or replace objects in the background. And outpaint you use if you want to extend your image. Let's say you generated a square one and you want to get a landscape or portrait image. Maybe you have a portrait and you want to create a full height picture of the person. So now let's see how we can do it. Okay, so here we are in our Stable Diffusion interface and I want to paste my prompt here. The prompt is gonna be beautiful woman on cyberpunk Halloween party and etc, etc. And let's add some negative prompts as well. I will just add my presets of textual inversion, and I also add not safe for work keyword just in case, because we don't want YouTube to ban me for naked girls. Yeah, so that's our prompt, and I will use this model Juggernaut Excel to generate our images. I never tried it before, so I just want to try and see if it's good or bad. And yeah, sampler will be dpm++ 2m chorus, and the settings are for Excel model we want to set it to 1024 for the best results, and I'll set batch size to 4 just to get more options of our pictures. Yeah, so let's hit generate and see what we're gonna get. Okay, so we've got these 4 pictures, and we can choose one of them, which one we want to continue work with. And yeah, they are all pretty good. So I like this one and I want to continue working with it. So what I will do, I'll just click this little button with the picture and I'll send it to image-to-image tab. So now when we are in image-to-image tab, there are a few main parameters that we can change. So first, of course, it's sampling steps. We can make it a bit higher, and we also can change the size, but for now I don't want to change the size. We can change CFG scale as well if you want a model to be more strict to our prompt. And the most important setting here is denoising strength. So I like this image, but what I don't like is these strange glasses on her face and this pumpkin on the background a bit out of the place. But I like the general vibe of the picture, I like the composition, so I want to keep the general vibe and I want to change some details. I just will set this denoising strength somewhere in the middle. Normally you should try to set it somewhere between 0.2 and 0.6 or 7. If you set it to 1, it will just generate you a completely new image from your prompt, And if you set it to like 0.1 or less, it will do almost no changes to your picture. So let's be somewhere in the middle. Let's set it to 0.48 and let's try to regenerate. Okay, it did a little bit of changes, but it is still a bit awkward. I will add glasses to the negative prompt and I will try to make our denoising strength a bit more, maybe 0.6, and I will also set batch size to 4 just to get 4 pictures so we could choose. You see it added some strange artifacts to her face. I don't like them, and yeah, I'll try to generate 4 pictures now. Okay, we've got new pictures, and you can see it is almost the same image with a slight difference between them. So I like the last one with these clothes, and it still has some kind of sunglasses. So let's zoom it a bit. Yeah, so I like the clothes here, but I don't like the face. So I will send this to image again, and now I'm going to use our Inpaint. I'll click on the Inpaint and it will load the new picture. It still has my old mask. I'll cancel it. So I want to change her face, so I'll just mask it. And let's try to change it. I'll set the noising strength to a bit higher value, and in the settings, mask mode, Inpaint masked, original only masked, and let's set the blur, maybe, yeah, let's leave it somewhere here, or maybe a little bit less, maybe 12. We can use a bit more sampling steps here, and we can leave batch size 4 to see 4 pictures. So let's try. I will leave the same prompt for now, just to see how it will work. So even on the preview, you can see that we've got 4 different faces, and we can select one of them when it's done, when it's ready. Okay, so that's our 4 different girls. First one looks good, second one a little bit more makeup, and third one has this awkward artifact around her chin. The last one a bit too much of a metal on her face, so I guess I would go with the first one. Okay, so I will go with this one and I will send it to Inpaint. So as you see, it replaced the picture. I could also work on her hairstyle, for example, but it would be the same as with face, you just mask it, but you can practice it yourself. And now I want to show you something more interesting. I want to try to replace the background in this picture, because now it is this Halloween party and it is indoor and there are some funny pumpkin flying in there. I changed my mind and I don't want to have this party background anymore. So what I will do, I will mask the girl. Again, I'll go to Inpaint, change the size of the brush, and I will just mask the woman here. So we are ready, we have our girl masked, and now I will go to the Inpaint settings and I will change it from Inpaint masked to Inpaint not masked, and everything else I will leave the same, and I'll probably raise the denoising strength a bit more. And now here I want to change it from the cyberpunk Halloween party to cyberpunk city, outdoors, night, cinematic, and I will get rid of these prompt keywords, and let's see. Okay, our generation is done, and you see our background is completely replaced with the new one. Now we are in the cyberpunk city, and you can see that there is different variants. There are background with a car, with a crowd of some kind of androids. Let me just zoom it a little bit. You can notice these blurry things around her hair. It is because I masked it not very nicely. We can still work it out if you want. Yeah, we just need to select the one that we like more, and I think I like this one. I will just send it to Inpaint again. Sorry, to image again. And now I will just slightly change it. I will slightly change the denoising strength. I will do it, let's say 0.3, and I also want to add some details, so I'll go to our LoRa's and I'll add the add detail LoRa, and I'll set it to 2. In these LoRa's that are for XL, you can change them from 1 to 3, not like from 0 to 1 as it was in normal one. If you want, you can go and check the page of this LoRa. So you see it works with weights from -3 to 3. So -3 if you want to remove details, and 3 if you want to add as much details as possible. So I'll set it to 2, and I'll go back to my generation, and I'll hit the button generate. And yeah, I want to reduce batch size to 1, because in this case I don't want to change this picture a lot. I just want to regenerate it and get rid of these blurry artifacts. So let's try to do that. And you see it repainted our girl, but it also repainted her face, and I didn't want that. So what I will do for this to avoid, I will go to Inpaint, and I'll make sure that her face stays the same. Yeah, I will leave the settings as it was before. Inpaint, not mask. I change mask blur a little bit to a smaller value, and maybe I'll remove the denoising strength a little bit. I'll reduce it, sorry. Yeah, so let's try now. And now you see we got rid of the blurry parts. It looks more natural now, if you can't tell that you were replacing the background. And yeah, so that was the Inpaint. And now I want to show you how we work with outpaint. So we are going just to image tab. We are sending this last picture there. And now we can go to the script here in the very bottom, and we can choose this poor man's outpainting, and it will allow us to expand the image. So if I just expand it, like if I want to make it horizontal, I can expand it horizontally to the left and right. So I untick this up and down, and I'll blur it a little bit. Let's say I expanded by 200 pixels from both left and right, and I'll leave the prompt again the same. So we want just to expand this city background, and I'll hit generate. And you see, if we compare it to our original image, we've got some areas here on the left and the right that are new, and here we got a car, and here we've got a bit of an empty space. It looks a bit strange because the people here are concentrated in the middle, and also this pink glow, it is also in the middle from our original picture. So to mix the background out a little bit, we could again do a little bit of playing with this image. We can go to Inpaint, and again, because I don't want to change the girl, I want only to change the background, I'm going to mask the girl. So let me just, I need to send it to image first, because now I masked the original picture and I want to mask the extended one. So now, yeah, now we have the extended one. Okay, so I'm going just to mask it again quickly. And now let's try to change it. Let's try to set our denoising strength maybe to like 0.3 or something, because we don't want to change it too much, and we don't want to do outpainting now. We just want to tweak the background a little bit. So yes, that's our settings, I think. And of course we have to click here in Paint not masked, otherwise it will change our girl, not the background. So now let's hit the generate button. Okay, the difference is minimal, and it is still has this like glow above the crowd. So maybe I'll just change the denoising strength to a bigger value and try again. And also I will also change a prompt a little bit to add a bit more people here and there. So let's try it. Okay, now you see the difference is bigger, and we lost the car here, but we've got more people everywhere, and yeah, you see now there is no these sharp borders between the original image and outpaint, so it looks pretty good, I think. And if you want, you can also outpaint an image vertically. I can show you how to do it as well quickly. So for this case, I'll just quickly save this picture, and then I will just get back to the original square one. So yeah, let's add it to image, the original square picture. And yeah, again, same settings, same size, and we go to poor man's outpainting. And this time we uncheck left and right, and we check down. And yeah, let's do it on the maximum available pixels again. And to our prompt, I will add a beautiful woman keyword. So it should understand that we want to add legs here, and let's try to do that. Again, denoising strength, let's do it somewhere here, maybe in the middle for the first iteration, and let's generate. And so you see it added her hips, and we can continue expanding it. We send this one, the new one, to image, and we just do one more iteration with the same settings. So you see it did really well. It outpainted her legs. The only problem I see is hands. It just did not do any of them, but again we could easily fix it with Inpaint. I just don't want to waste the time on it right now, but I already showed you the idea. Just mask the area out and regenerate it. So yeah, that's how you can change the orientation of your picture. You can add anything you want. So that's the power of Inpaint and outpaint. And the last thing I want to show in this video is how to stylize your photos. So for this I will switch to Dream Shaper, and then in image to image I will upload a photo of me. I cropped this photo to the square size of 512, but I would like to resize it by 2. And yeah, sampler method, I will choose my favorite DPM++, and yeah, so this is image to image, and I will clear the prompt. And first I want to show you what will happen if we just pass the photo through the checkpoint without any prompt. So we also want to change the denoising strength. Let's say let it be like 0.4, and let's set it, yeah, batch size to 4, and let's see what is gonna happen. So we got our results, and you can see that these results are looking pretty the same as our picture. So without prompt we just got a little bit of the styling, but what we can do is we can try to create a more artsy picture. And to do that I'll switch to Stable Diffusion XL, and then I'll just go to a prompt hero, and I will find some kind of artsy stylized picture, and I'll copy the prompt. So you can basically do it with any model. For example, you can download some kind of anime checkpoint and create an anime or manga picture from your photo, even without using prompt, just playing with the denoising strength. So I switched to the Stable Diffusion XL, and I'll paste the prompt, and oh no, I forgot something. I want to change the denoising strength to, let's do it 0.6, and so now you see that we got results that are more watercolor like style. Yeah, they are more artsy, but you can notice that all of them kept the composition of the source image, and also the color palette is the same. We can even go further and change it to 0.7 and see how it's gonna work. So now when we increased our denoising strength, we got a little bit different results. So this one is completely different, it's just a portrait, and the first one has these mountains but no sea or beach or whatever, and the last two, they are more or less the same by the composition and the colors, but still the model is different, the girl is different. So yeah, you can play with that, and of course it is a very powerful tool. But there is even more advanced ways to control what you're gonna get, what you're gonna transfer from your original image to the new generated one, and this is ControlNet. And this is really amazing tool, but I just can't cover it all in one video, so I will tell you what we can do with this stuff in the next one. So you see, even if you mastered your prompt skills, you can still use image to image to improve results, and it can be very useful in your Stable Diffusion workflow. Thank you for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.